Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're just gonna go over all the news that came out last night or tonight or whenever you're watching this. It's currently 3:30 a.m. for me, so probably in the morning for y'all, and this is just the patch that's coming up, information we got. Specifically, we're going to take a look at two new skins, not just one, but two. We're also going to be looking at two new exclusive equipments, one of which I think is quite good, and some quality of life stuff and just some other things, banners and stuff that's coming on. The other thing too is I was right about a couple things and I was kind of wrong about a couple others, kind of like the Halloween, the skin I thought was Halloween just because of the theme, but it turns out it wasn't, because it's not really Halloween, it's spring. We should probably be celebrating spring, just like our sponsor of the day, Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, and this is the perfect time to start, and you can download it in the link description below for free on Android and iOS, because there is a start dash banner that's great for new players. You can use this start dash to get powerful weapons for Cloud, Lightning, and Squall, and the first pull is free. They've added their BT and LD weapons for these three as well. My personal favorite is Lightning, and I hope you get lucky on your free pull. And on top of those three, there's also the Spring Festival draw to kind of top up your account with awesome units. There's a free 10+1 multi every single day until the 28th. And there's three banners. This one here goes for Final Fantasy 1 to 7. This one is Final Fantasy 8 through 15, and this one is all the miscellaneous like Type 0, Final Fantasy Tactics, World of Final Fantasy, all those shenanigans. I've personally been spending mine right here because I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy 11 and 14, and I really want more Ishtolas on my team because she's so awesome. You'll be getting double XP for Cloud, Squall, and Lightning in the Spring Festival, and you'll also be getting an ultimate boost in the World of Illusion, which means your characters in your party will get twice the amount of summon points if one of those three is on your team. So what are you waiting for? Download Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia in the link description below for free on Android and iOS. Okay, to kick things off here, we have the Book of Memories. This is getting the Eulogy of the Saint. For the Saint, and this is a 900 Skystone entry fee. I hate that so much. This is the best side story I personally think the game has ever had. It's the one I enjoyed the most anyway, and it's the one that I saw the most people talking about. But unfortunately, you got to pay at 900 to go back into it. I really hope they change that. I would honestly hold off on things like this until they change it because I feel like they're getting pressured to. And I think they might fold, so I would probably wait, even though this is definitely worth watching. The other thing is, too, you're going to get a Basque and Unfading Memories? Is that what it's called? No, probably not. Some artifact I don't use too much. But Basque is not really too great either. He wasn't good way back when he was released. Definitely not so good now, so this is definitely one I would pass on unless you just really want to watch that story. And you can do that on YouTube or something like that if that's what you prefer. Next up, we have quality of life stuff here. We have an AoE invite. So you're going to be able to invite all guild members and friends in one click, which is just the best thing ever. I really hope it's just like one click expedition invite instead of click on expedition invite, click on the check mark, click on invite, then go back a window, because just one, but just let us press a button, you know, or even have it automatically send it out when we hit ready or something like that. There's also 50 friend slots now instead of 40, I believe, and that is awesome, especially for me because I'm gonna have room left. So that means after the patch tomorrow, send me a friend request, and if you're one of the first, I'll be able to get you on there, especially if you do expeditions. We then have the new epic skin coming up for Ruelle of Light. This is something I was right about because I figured she's just such a, I don't want to say boring, but plain and boring and maybe polarizing as well. She doesn't have like the best looking art compared to a lot of people. I'm trying to say this nicely, okay? Let's do it this way. We'll say it like New said it. The official Epic 7 person, the official Epic 7 community representative said she has a punchable face. His words, not mine. He wants to punch girls. So the next thing too is she just needed, I figured it was gonna be her. People thought it might be Arby or something, but just Arby already looks cool. I think she needs something. So yeah, this is going to be probably something good. I don't know what I'm saying here. There's gonna be a skin. Next slide. World Arena Skyward season begins, and this is the 4 icon thingies, the frames. I like the actual purple one on the right the most, so yay me. I don't have to climb up to legend, you know. I'll save somebody else those slots, and that skin is obviously going to be from World Arena as well. And then the exclusive equipments. We're going to watch a video right after this over one skin because I want to get hyped again. So let's talk about Kisei. Kisei has 10 speed. I don't know why they put a range. Kind of annoying. Just have it at max. Like, it's so easy to get max. It's just kind of like, you know, just do 10, you know? So Full Moon Scythe, which is the one I'm personally excited about. By the way, my Kisei is plus 10, I believe. And this gives her 15% CR when she uses Full Moon Scythe, which means she's going to be able to boost her CR by quite a bit, especially in the Fire Expedition. So she'll be able to turn her skills off and just use skill 1. That gives her 15% CR on hit, and that's massive. It's going to add so much. She's going to be a great damage dealer for that. She's going to replace my Luna, actually, I think, because I believe she'll do a lot more than her, especially if you do something like a Dust Devil as well on her. Just get as many attacks in as you can. And her Dark Scar 2, which increases the damage dealt by 10%. I'm not sure how good this one, and also, again, full disclosure, as always, I've used Keese a lot in the past, but I don't really use her for PvP, so the last 2 EEs are more for people that RTA a little bit more, not so much me. But Dark Scar, 10% damage is 10% damage, but I feel like if you're going to be using her for PvP, you're probably going to be using Nocturne for her skill 3, and what this does is decrease the duration of any buffs to the target by 1 turn when using it. So she'll be able to strip first, well, not strip, decrease buffs first, and then increase cooldown. To note, she's got 126 speed, I believe, after this EE, which is just kind of bonkers. So she'll be able to speed contest a lot of people, but also new mention on stream, and it's the first thing I thought about, like, the people I want to speed contest are likely going to be stealth or earth units, right? So it makes it kind of like, where do you use her in that sense? And I was thinking about of other places I could bring her, and I was just like, why don't I just bring Cerise, you know? And also on top of that, she's going to need effectiveness to land that strip and to land that skill cooldown. So she's definitely going to be better than she is now. She's definitely going to be great, don't get me wrong, but I am just super excited about Full Moon Scythe. And let's watch our first video, shall we? Which one is it? I don't even know. Let's just hit start. I don't know which one this was. Haha. Oh god, it's like 480. Let me fix that. Rewind it back. There we go.
Radiant Spirit, Destina. So, I'm confident I can take you down. Do you want to spar with me?
Okay, I personally love this skin. This is one of my favorite skins they've added, I think, specifically because it turns somebody who's just like, hi, I'm Rose, here are my 2 huge melons, to somebody who's still kind of like, hi, I'm Rose, here are my 2 huge melons, but not so obviously, you know, like a little more clothes, a little more style. Style specifically is really important to me. And just looks a little more playful. Maybe not, it's not the right word with her facial expressions. I'm just a big fan of this. I'm also a massive fan of the fingerless gloves, the painted nails, the like the straps and everything, the bow tie, the little thing. Everything just melds really well, and I'm really happy with this skin. Also, her wings are only going to be during her skill 3. She might have some sweet running or sitting animations with them. I don't think we know yet, but for now, you're not going to get the wings that are shown right here, as some people thought you would. This is just going to be for her skill 3 animation. So love that skin. This is going to be part of an epic pass as well, which means you're going to be able to get this for 1600 sky stones, which is definitely worth it, IMO. So let's move on to the next slide. I'm getting better at these types of videos. I'm getting more organized. Okay, so we're getting a Ludwig EE. This is the biggest letdown for me because not only is he not my favorite character, he's also one of the only 2 5-stars I don't have. I don't know what to say about this EE outside of Call of the Full Moon does more damage, which is good. Same with the decreased defense is also good, might make him useful for PvE even maybe. And with Call of the Full Moon and Moonlight Blow allowing him to be better for PvE, you might see him more in one-shots possibly because of the damage. And also, of course, just the straight up base attack as well. Watch YDCB for this one because he uses Ludwig. He'll know. I don't. And then, spoiler alert, Autumnal Beauty Tempest SURIN skin. So let's go watch this video as well. I was trying not to spoil that. I wanted to show you it in the video first. And I love this skin as well. This might make me... Oh, this is going to be 480 as well. This might make me build SURIN. I haven't done it yet just because I don't have the molas.
This is it. What's your request?
I really like this. I don't know if the coloration of this is different. Like, is the forest different in this one? I try to just like rage throw my phone out whenever she does it to me, so I just don't even notice. But is the coloration different in the forest there? Like, it looks darker than I remember it. Either way, I'm really, really happy with this skin as well. It is just super adorable and elegant. Nope. Nope, don't have a word for what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's just like, just well put together and awesome. I like it, but I really like the original skin too. So this is a skin for a character who already had one of the best designs, IMO. So while I love it, I'm not as excited for it as I am for the rose just because of that. So let's go take a look at the next tier, and this is just going to be purchasable with 60 tickets straight up. I really hope they start introducing more skins like this, by the way. That would be fantastic. What I would be excited for is that tree somehow. I want to get that tree in my little home area. So we then have drop rate up for Elena and Stella Harpa. I really like Stella Harpa. It's a great artifact. It's helped me out a lot. But Elena... I have not been able to use her recently. She's a character I used a lot when she came out, but I haven't had too much success with her just because of, gosh, just because of literally everything right now. She just doesn't really meld too well, but if you want her, go pick her up, and the artifact is not bad as well. And then we have the Mystic Summon rotation, which is pretty exciting for me if I get lucky, and pretty sad if I don't. I'll have a video out on this in like 12 hours, or 18-20 hours or something, I'm guessing. Hopefully it goes well. We have Troublemaker Crozet as well, who is apparently starting to see a lot more use too. Solitary of the Snow is fantastic. I love her so much. She's just so adorable. And I believe the 5-star with it is Cowrick, which is one of the only 2 5-star characters outside of Ludwig that I don't have and actually want him to use. So I am definitely excited for this. There's going to be maintenance as well, of course. I have the hiccups. There's also some minor QL improvements to extracting animation so you don't see the hammer. Cool. There's also Holo Trials improvements so the disadvantages and advantages kind of show up on the boss screen. Also to note, they do read feedback. They mentioned that they're getting a ton of feedback on Holo Trials, and a lot of people are saying they don't really enjoy it. Me specifically, it's because it's once every 2 weeks and I just forget about it. There's been times where I go like a month without doing it because I just completely forget it exists. And every time I do remember, I go to it and it's just like practice, LOL. Which is kind of annoying. And then we have drop rate up for Rowana and Touch of Rekos. Both great. Rowana is just so insane right now. She's so oppressive and annoying to deal with, especially when paired up with Politis. I actually think Politis is what kind of made it worse for me, because I could kill the Rowanas before, no problem, but now I can't with Politis. Definitely pick her up if you don't. Also, she's really good for a lot of PvE content as well, specifically with her, another healer, a knight, and like an AoE. You can pretty much auto the vast majority of Hell Raid with like average gear. We then have drop rate up for Euphine and Merciless Glutton. Not a fan of the artifact. Am a big fan of Euphine. She can get a lot of use, but just kind of doesn't really fit anywhere specific right now, which is my kind of problem with her. But both decent banners, but again, I probably wouldn't be pulling on anything because there's a collab coming soon. Not today, unfortunately, but they kind of implied that it's going to be soon that we get information. And Growing Pains, fitting name for the side story. And speaking of growing pains, I think we've grown out of this episode of Mango's mobile. Nope. I think we've grown out of this episode of Epic 7. So thank you so much for watching. I wish this was more exciting. There just wasn't too much today. There was some skins which are great, but we already knew about Solitaria. Feel free to leave a like, a comment in the description below. Let me know what you think about Kisei and Ludwig's, and let me know who needs an EE that doesn't have one yet. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.